So I might like to just commence with that. I'll start with some high-level statements that Monash University have really developed in its research agenda. Three key things, as you mentioned, as Professor Pickering has mentioned: the issue of climate change, the issue of geopolitical stability, and thriving communities. And I like to think that water actually cuts across all three of them. Climate change is what I want to talk a little bit about. But even if you think about geopolitical stability, when we were invited to work with our colleagues in Singapore, it was their desire to strengthen their self-reliance on water. And the whole introduction of their ABC waters, for instance, was very much based around managing and getting greater security for themselves in water management. Thriving communities, of course, that in cities, water is fundamental to a lot of their livability and their health. But from climate change and climate actions, over the last 10 years, you've seen the shift in global emphasis from climate mitigation activities to climate adaptation activities. And I was certainly in the global environment during the time whereby there was a shift, a real shift from emphasizing on what communities need to do in their energy sector to realizing that climate mitigation is very important, but to realize that climate change is here. And that we now need to think about how our communities can cope with the changing climate. And about 7-8 years ago, there was this global shift to basically say we must think about climate adaptation. How do we adapt our city to climate change impact?